Hey guys, this is a little stash video, but you might be interested in this. Yesterday I did a little shopping. There's a store in Minneapolis and they're having a little bit of a sale. It's kind of a retro store. It mainly has stuff from the 80s and 90s, but it also has some modern stuff like these awesome figures. These are, from Mandalorian, just done up like the old Kenner. It even has the Kenner. Of course, it's Hasbro because Hasbro bought Kenner. Disney and Hasbro. So yeah, I got Mando, I got IG-11, and some of these are I need to flatten. I flattened Mando's, but I need to flatten the rest of these. I got him. I got Cara Dune. I got name's Grief Karga. I didn't know that was his name. He's the guy who, well, at one point, at the first season, he gave Mando all his bounties. He's one of my favorite characters in the show. But yeah, we have all these. There's a lot more. I still have to get quite a few more. But I just love the I love that they're retro. I don't like this crap. This is stupid. Don't do this. Make it look like a brand new figure. And what's the point? This also is stupid. Take this off. But otherwise, it's, it pretty much looks like the old. I mean, you even have the old picture they used on the Kenner figures back in the day. I don't have my box from my original Boba Fett. Actually, my Boba Fett was Power of the Force, I believe. So he was a later figure. I think he was a 90s figure. Might even been Power of the Force 2. But yeah. Inspired the 70 figures. You don't need to know that. We know this. It'd be awesome to have pictures of the figures here, like on the red background, like the original ones, like the original, was it 12, 13 figures? But yeah, so I bought a bunch of these, and he actually had some model kits. Very rare. He rarely has model kits. I don't know, where am I going to put these? Over here. Run out of space. My Millennium Falcon that I did came from his store, but he stopped carrying models officially. So it was cool to go in there and see he had models. But this next kit isn't from that. This next kit I bought about a month ago. So the runabout, and the box looks like crap. That's not important. I don't care about boxes. Everything is here, and fairly accurate for the late 90s. Pretty cool little runabout. I was contacted by Kenny over at Moonwalker and Moonwalker Models, and he said he wanted an interior for this, and I said, I want an interior for this too. I mean, there's interior sets out there, but I'm gonna take a crack at it too. They're rather expensive. They're way more pricey than I think that I would charge. Of course, tons of flash on these old AMT kits. So I'm gonna take a crack at doing it at a more reasonable price. Probably gonna build. I bet the rear comes back to here. It is nice that they did this, and you do have clear pieces inserts for the windows, which I don't know if I'm gonna use. They look pretty clear. I mean, here's the cockpit windows, and they're pretty good. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to do a build up this. I'm going to do an interior. Probably have it for sale. We got to do it back to here. The problem with the runabout is that it changed. The cockpit changes from season to season. So there's a tactical area, I think, for Worf at the center in the earlier ones, I believe. And then later on, it's actually got a transporter here. So yeah, and these rooms are kind of up for grabs. The blueprints have one of these as a kind of a storage area, and then this side's a bathroom because, in space you want a window in your bathroom. Back here, there's actually it's really cool. There are actual beds back here. There's a quartet of beds back here, so that'll be really fun to model up and see how accurate I can get that. Same thing with this interior. There's a big old conference table in the middle. There's some consoles, or a console off to the side here, or maybe over here. The next gen, this was the next gen set that they repurposed for DS9, and I think they built it on next gen just because they needed it for DS9. But there was a console over here, or a computer control panel over here, Lacars over here. So yeah, this will be a challenge. I think what I'm going to do first is build this up in cardboard just so I can get the dimensions right, because you do have a scoop in here. I'm going to have to level that off with something. Nice that there are little channels here that I could probably put something on and try to make it level. I'm going to have to scoot it up there. But yeah, fairly accurate. Got some pretty cool greeblies. I really like all the panels. It's going to be fun to paint and to do a little bit of a wash on the bottom, do a little bit of detailing on the bottom and weathering. Didn't do too much. Usually Star Trek ships are pretty clean. Unless you're dealing with the Maquis, then you can go all out. And it does have a date here. It does say 1993. So we know when this was built. I didn't think DS9 went back to 93. I guess it does. I always imagined DS9 being late 90s, you know, 95, 96, 97. But yeah, so we have all the parts here. Here are your pylons for your nacelles. Here are more pylon pieces. Oh, these we have to drill some stuff out here. These grills, I'm going to make those clear pieces. So I'm going to redo these, make these clear pieces, clear inserts. So they'll just, once you pop this out, they'll just pop into the rear, just snap into place. I think I might redo these because these aren't correct in the slightest bit. There are phaser arrays on these, but this isn't right. Back here, it's actually an RTS array. So I might redo these. These go on either side. Also, they don't have bottoms, as you can see. Not that you're going to look at the bottom of the ship a lot, but this annoys me. These aren't two halves that go together. These go on either side of the ship, and they go kind of up in here, the phaser arrays. So I might redo those. These are for the sensor thing, the big old sensor thing on top. This mamma jamma that goes on top, which I'm still deciding whether I want to do or not. If it has lights, I might do it, because I might want to put those lights in there. The pylons are pretty thin, though, for getting wires down. It's either these pieces here. Here's more detail pieces that go on the side of the hull, and this is a AMT Ertl. Ertl still having the license. Ertl still existing. I don't know if Ertl exists anymore. I'm sure they're part of round 2. Here we go. We have the nice landing pads. And the top. Of course, one of these is a flasher, I believe. The other is your starboard and port side. These are just the red and green solid on, I believe. I'll have to watch a little bit of DS9. But yeah, nice landing pads. And of course, it does have the phaser arrays up near the Bussard collectors. And here's the clear. Nice clear warp chiller grills. And I've seen, in kind of preparation for this, I've already grabbed a bunch of pictures of the studio model. I found some of Doug Dreckler's pictures out there, which are awesome. And he's got pictures of the studio model. And yes, there is copper on the top sides of these nacelles. So that'll be cool. They're blue lit, but they are copper when they're turned off. So just like the Enterprise, and then also the going back to the original Enterprise refit. Here's your back windows. Cockpit, side windows for the rear, side windows for the front. More grills. Your Bussards, these are nice. They almost look frosted, which is awesome. I'm going to frost them more though, but they do look a little frosted. That is my washing machine is washing day. Yeah, this, I thought I didn't have this piece and it was just on the floor. When I opened it up, it somehow tumbled into the floor, which lucky, I was just going to rebuild it in as a printable part, but yeah, I've got it, so I don't have to do that. Cheesed me off for a second there. But yeah, I got everything in here. Box looks like crap, don't care. That's the first one. The second two, which I will grab if I can get this box back together, I bought at the store in Minneapolis, as I was talking about before. Here it is. Yeah, it is the 1537 again. Why did I get this thing? Why? Why do I torture myself? I've already built 1, 2, 3 of these things. One not on the channel. I'm going to do a full interior suite on this thing, like I was doing for the 1350. We're going to go all out, except for the neck. That's too small. But we're going to go all out with these rooms, and with these rooms, and of course with the, whatchamadinger, Officer's Lounge. Arboretum, Officer's Lounge. I think I, when I did my initial 1537, I think I bought the aftermarket from, gosh, I don't remember if that was, I know I bought the Paragraphics kit, which is awesome, which I probably will do for this too, just for these little pieces like this, and the windows, things of that nature. For the windows on the secondary hull here, or the officer's lounge, I can't remember that name for some reason. Things like that. I think I'm going to create a new, more, actually I do have one. I just have to scale it. The one I built was for the 1350. I actually rebuilt the phaser array for someone who wanted it. So I'll just use that. I'll just resize it for this. It's a more accurate one. And then I'll build myself an arboretum, officer's lounge, maybe something for the windows. I'm not sure yet. These windows I think I could do. I think I could do those. Because I do have these for the 1350. I just haven't, I don't have a hole for the 1350 to get the measurements on. But I do for this. We could do a shuttle bay too. Because this did come with the shuttlecraft, as you can kind of see right here. Because it's the fifth movie. Plan B, Barricade. And this, yeah, it's got all the pictures. It's got the Galileo right here. I have no room on my thing here to show off. But this is from, let's see, what year is this from? 89. This is the 89 one. Well, that would make sense. That's when the movie came out. But it says 89. I have no room to move. Right there. Right up there. It won't focus. But it does say 89, trust me. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is all complete. This is the first time I'm actually opening this. But everything looks to be in its, well, if it wasn't packed complete, it's not complete, right? Yep, it is looking, yeah, looking like, yeah. Yup. They didn't even open it. Whoever got this. Oh, there's the rear of the shuttle. There's the front. Yep. That looks the same. All this looks similar. Got the hull here. Primary hull. Saucer. Oh, boy. We're back to this. Hey, it's the blue printer. Oh, I love the blue printer. Oh, you guys. The all-new blue printer. It was new back then. Wow. Yeah. And, of course, our water slides. They should looking pretty good, actually. From being from 89. Those don't look bad at all. Those look usable. Though I might get the aftermarket, the what are they called? Aztecing. But it does have the Galileo. And I think it's just the Galileo, right? Let me see. Let me get a close look. Nope, the Copernicus too. It's got the Copernicus and the Galileo, which is very cool. Maybe I could, maybe what I could do is create a Copernicus, use the kit one as the Galileo, and create a Copernicus so I could have two of them in the shuttle bay we're going to create. So yeah, the Rodonculus stand, but it's a thing. Not going to use it, of course. But yeah, it has all the pieces. So that is a future project for us. If we can get these boxes back on. I don't know why I'm having so much problems getting the tops of these boxes on. There we go. We'll just put this over here. And I did threaten to send this to SDM, who cried a lot. Anyone who's seen his channel knows he had a nightmare. He had a nightmare with his 1537. We kind of built them together. Wasn't officially a buddy build, but then we have this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's not clear. This is from 88. You can see from the OG cast shot that has Tasha Yar. And an itty bitty Will Wheaton with a bowl cut. But yeah, that's the old. He's even got, Jordy's even got his red uniform on. Yep. So yeah, this is the OG, or close enough to it. I think, well, the show came out in 87, maybe the model kit came out in 88. I did have one of these back in the day. For some reason, I didn't get it finished building it, or didn't finish building it, and for some reason, I threw it out. I also had the Romulan Bird of Prey. Yes, younger me was dumb. I just tossed it. I saw it was painted in gray, and I just said, I don't want to mess with it, and I threw it out, because I'm dumb. Well, it's okay. I rebought it. But I'll now have to rebuy the Romulan Bird of Prey. But yes, OG, which means cutting out windows. Cutting out windows forever. And these little windows, these microscopic windows, cutting out microscopic windows forever. I will go insane building this kit, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Going to light it. Have a nice instruction manual, just as I remember it. Read this guide. No, thank you. I know how to assemble. Oh, nice. I forgot how nice the decals were on this. They even have the transporter pads. That is cool. Although I don't know. I may get the third party because the third party has a more robust and more accurate sheet. Even got these for the nacelles. So the question is, are we going to do this up as the 6-foot or the 4-foot model? And I haven't decided yet. There are differences. The 4-foot model does have more lighting in it. So I'm kind of leaning towards 4-foot. Just because the nacelles have strobes on them like the refit does. But let's look at that saucer, you guys. I forgot how humongous this saucer was. That is huge, and look at all those windows. Look at them all. Look at them all. Oh, God. A little bit of schmutz. Yeah, 80. Okay, this does say 87 on it. It's copyright 87, but this is an 88 kit. It says so. I'm not lying. It says so. Right up here. Right there. Copyright 88. Whoa, it actually focused. Thank you, camera. So, yes. Not sure how oh boy. I'm not sure how. I don't know. Part of me, I mean, this is so small, you guys. As far as scale, this is pretty. Almost a. It's not 1/1000. It might be 1/1000 actually. There's no scale on it, but I would bet it's 1/1000, at least. Cause hold on. Yeah, the 1/2500 is about 8 inches long. I just looked at it. It's way up on. I was gonna grab the 1/2500, but it's behind a bunch of models on the shelf, and it's way up there. But yeah, I bet this is about 1/1000 scale. So I was thinking about building the shuttle bay, which would actually be cool. And I'm still thinking about doing a resin shuttle bay and just making little. I love the shuttlecraft. I had a toy, a Dinky toy, I think it was. I had the what was it? The diecast Enterprise, the little diecast. I don't know what happened to it, but I had the diecast, and I think either I wanted or I had one of the shuttlecraft. I can't remember. It might be a false memory that I had it, but I know I wanted the little dinky shuttlecraft where you open up, you can put your Playmates. Maybe it was a Playmates, but the diecast might have been Ertl, but the figures were Playmates. I'm pretty sure they were like just 3 1/4 inch figures, which I still have somewhere. In some of them in the package. I think I have Worf in the packaging, but I always wanted the shuttlecraft, or I had the shuttlecraft. I can't remember. Gonna lean towards wanted it. But making those, building those, maybe someone built one. I know someone built one already online. I could just nab the mesh and print it out and throw it in my shuttle bay. But this is so small, you guys. Those shuttles would be microscopic. I mean, they would be, oh God, so tiny. But I think it's still worth building the shuttle bay. You can at least get some detail in there. And we do have concept art. I believe Probert, because he did design the ship, did concept art for the shuttle bay, so it'd be cool to kind of realize that as much as we can, because again, this is super tiny. Or rather, this is huge, they will be super tiny. Anyways, giant hole out of the way. Oh, here we go. Oh, here's the base, part of the base. Here's the other part. Oh, this is the shuttle. Oh, this is the, I think this is the base for the, what's it called? Saucer. I just had it. And then this is where your little captain's yacht would go. I think that's what this is. I don't remember. Looks like something out of the 60s, though. A very, very retro kind of 60s vibe to it. It feels like a 3D chessboard, honestly. Because this, I think, is the official stand over here. Right here. And then you got the neck that goes up. Yep, we got the hull. Yeah, oh God, I just remembered something. Yeah, we're gonna have to trench out for our, oh yeah. This is gonna be a challenging build for me. For anyone actually, because on the other side of this, I may get the Paragraphics, yeah, I may get the Paragraphics kit because it helps a little bit hide some of the wires. Let's show that off because it is super inconspicuous. Or not inconspicuous. I don't know what word to use. Come on. It's a brand new blade. This, if we can get it out. Come on. Might as well take this out too, because I'm going to show this off. Everything's hooked together. We'll just take these out. Here's your nacelles. Here's the top. The top doesn't bother me. This beautiful top. Very, very early run because everything is nice and crisp. Look at how crisp that detail is. So this is an early run of this particular kit. Yeah, 88. It's only second year of printing or pressing. The molds aren't junk at that point. Now I'm pretty sure they're pretty gross. Oh, I forgot. Here's a bridge. A little clear bridge dome. We got to put a little blinker back there. Here's your bridge. These are the shuttle bays. They actually came with kind of little tiny shuttle bays. Basically, they're just mount pieces for your doors. But yeah. Oh, that's not a clear piece. It's just a little piece you put in there. Why did you make that separate? Oh, well. Here's the stand. Here's the other part of their stand. Not the most robust thing in the universe, honestly. Oh, here's the big shuttle bay. We could. It's nice that we have this because we could take some measurements off of this, and we're just gonna build some whatever Andrew put on there, some windows and some cargo containers or whatnot. There's your captain's yacht, which I think we could do a better job at. But yeah, here's the base. It just glued on here, and then that piece went into the secondary hull, the bottom of the secondary hull. Not super robust, again. Here's our... Oh, and this is a separation version. So you do have all this awesome detail up here, which we will be losing because we're going to glue it. It is a nice amount of detail, though. I forgot how detailed this kit was. Look at that. There's a battle bridge even in there. So there's your shuttle base. Windows. Hundreds of windows. We don't have to cut them all out, though. That's the good news. We just have to cut out the ones that are lit, and I'll have to do some looking at some screenshots to see which ones are lit. Alrighty. Here is the big bad Bama Jamma itself. Secondary hull. Oh, there's a clear. I was like, I don't see clear pieces because they're clear. They're right here. Yeah. So, in order to get the stand to work, you actually had to cut out here. Can you see? Yeah, see the light coming through it? Cut out that or cut out down here, depending on whether you're going to have it separated or not. Which is, I guess, kind of neat. You just hook this, it snaps into place. As you can see, it's just a U-snap hook. But yeah, we're going to forego that, and we're going to drill out a hole right there. Might as well, right in between the two transporter pads. Let me see this. Okay, that's the one thing it doesn't have. The decal sheet doesn't have that I know that the aftermarket one does. It has, these are lifeboats. It has decals for all the lifeboats. And I kind of want that. Because there's a ton of lifeboats on here. Are there more lifeboats up here? No, they're not on the top. But the saucer has a bunch of I think it has a bunch of lifeboats. Oh yeah, it does. It has quite a few on the saucer. You can see these little squares here. Those are our lifeboats. So I kind of want those. But yeah, here is our big point of contention with this kit. You have to get wires in here somehow. And as you can see, that's probably 5-6 millimeters of plastic. So we're going to have to, and we're going to have to drill a trench. And the reason I kind of want to get Paul's parts is because, okay, my camera shut off. He has a part that goes over this right here. It's a more detailed piece, more detailed grill. But what it really does is it's going to hide my wires because I'm going to just drill this out right here. We're going to start here. We're going to trench all the way out to here, being very, very careful. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we drill through. We could always fix it on the other side with some putty. Oh, there's more transporter pad. Yeah. But yeah, also, if we're doing the 4-foot model, there are little lights back here. There are a couple little lights. There are a couple, I think a red and a green for the starboard and port indicator lights back here. So we're going to have to do that. So yeah, this is going to be, that's not going to be so bad. We just drill this out, channel this out, and put them in here. They're going to have to be very, very small SMDs. We'll just get those from Evan Designs. I know he's got, I think they even have now a new smaller size SMD, and they're just tiny, head of the pin kind of tininess on those. And those will be perfect for back here. Or we could even do fiber optics. I mean, we could just run 2 fiber optic lines through here, put a couple of red and green lights up here, or even paint the LEDs, or the fiber optics, paint the fiber optics ends red and green. There's multiple ways to do this, of course. I might want to go that route. I might not. SMDs might be a better choice. We will have to look. Again, that's about 5-6 mil of plastic. Not the thickest thing in the world. So that is the, I mean, drilling out the windows isn't really a challenge. It's more of a tedium. The challenge is the nacelles. And you need the nacelles lit because they're a big part of the ship. The other tedium is right here. Look at all those microscopic windows. There's my thumb next to them. Yeah, they're not all lit, which is nice. So we just had to cut a few of them out. Another transporter pad back here. I don't think there are enough decals for transporter pads. Oh, there might be. There might be. There's quite a few. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, here's your nacelles. And again, future versions do have little blinkers back here. I believe blinkers. I'll have to look again. I'm pretty sure they're flashed with the. They're not strobes. They're just blinkers, and I believe they blink with the bridge dome. I know they do on the refit. They might have copied that on the D. We will have to look. We'll have to watch a later season of Next Gen. I think it was by season 4 they went to the 4-foot model. Someone will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, so not bad. Look at that crisp detail. That is nuts. You will not find a modern pressing that has that kind of detail. It'll all be muddy. So I'm glad to get this 88 kit. So yeah, there is the D. We will be getting to the D much later. Much later. But we will get to it. So yeah, that's the haul video. That's all I have is those Mandalorian toys and these 3 kits. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start that DS9. I'm going to start the runabout, and I think I will name it the Rio Grande, actually, when we build it. Yeah, I'm going to start doing the interior for that, because that's going to take the most amount of time. Doing little interior bits or anything in here, I don't think I'm going to do that. I might do some details. Just do some, let's go back and scratch build some details. You know, it's just, the thing is, it's so microscopic. You might as well just put little microscopic windows or something in here, which I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut out windows in here, because I'm pretty sure, I've seen the artwork for this, and I'm pretty sure there's some windows, like old school looking TOS kind of windows that Andrew Probert put in here. I'll have to look again. We'll see. But yeah, maybe we'll just scratch build, or maybe even do some little resin parts. Who knows? This is later. First, we're doing the Rio Grande. We're going to do some, golly, the interior. That's going to be the big thing, the interior. And the painting is just painting, lighting. Yeah, but the interior, because we're just going to design our own interior. And I probably should do this, because this would be smart, wouldn't it? Put the decals in a safe place. Like this. Most of them are protected. There we go. Anyways, that's the video, guys. I'm going to stop rambling. I got a bunch of stuff to work on today, so I'm going to get to work on that. I will catch you guys later, and until then, you guys take care.